Hey guys, I'm back. I just wanted to bring you this video as soon as possible because I know a lot of guys have been waiting for this knife to drop, including myself, and I just wanted to share my opinions, my thoughts, just a quick little overview of this knife. So just to jump right in, this is the Hoback ultra high-end production Kwaiback. This is the second time that Jake has done a mid-tech run on the Kwaiback. Jake has outsourced most of the work for this knife. It is still a full titanium frame lock. Jake has added a steel lock bar insert that is held on by two very overbuilt screws. Blade steel on this particular run of Kwaibacks is CPM 20 CV. And just like all of Jake's knives, this thing is hair popping sharp. Jake's got Psalm 23 stamped into the handle, also the Hoback name. Jake has changed the pivot on the second run to a standard hex adjustment tool, and the back side of the pivot is going to be very sanitary. Jake's still running his HRD Hoback rolling detent in this. There's his standard mid-tech bent titanium clip. You still got the very overbuilt handle screws, and Jake is still deciding to use standoffs. If you can see inside that handle right there, there is some huge milled out pockets in the titanium. And if you can see right there, that is the UHEP, the ultra high-end production logo stamped into the blade. You have your HRD with an arrow stamped into the lock bar. Lockup on this knife is sitting right at 40%, and like I said, no stick whatsoever. And this knife fires out very hard. It's a great EDC knife due to how light it is and how much material that Jake has taken out of the handles with these fullers on the outside and then those large pockets on the inside. It is a very, very light knife. I think it weighs in at 6.7 ounces, so super light for such an overbuilt knife. It's excellent. Detent and centering on this thing are absolutely perfect. Just awesome to have it in my collection. Awesome to be able to know Jake. He's such a great knife maker, such a religious person that I'm happy to own this knife in my collection. Everything about this knife, fit, finish, is perfect. The only critique that I can give this knife, and that is the same for pretty much all Kwaibacks I've ever handled, is due to the fact that the blade sits so far down into the handle, it exposes the blade on the back side. And the first one I had, I cut myself sticking my hand in my pocket, and this one will do the exact same, and that's just due to fitting so much blade down into the handle. It's part of the design, which is the reason that I switched the clip from the lock side, which is how they come, to the presentation side. So when it sits in my pocket, my hand's going to go down along the front side of the blade. So that's, Jake gives you the option to switch that, which is a huge plus for me. It's a plus for me carrying this. I am going to carry this knife to work, I'm going to carry it off work. I'm going to carry it on weekends, vacations. Anytime that I want to carry a overbuilt, serious knife, but I don't want to have the weight there, this is going to be my first choice as of now. Always subject to change. But with that blade shape, the sharpness of the blade, the handle, the construction, the fit, finish, everything, I think this is an excellent knife. And as knife people, I'm sure you're aware, and this is what I explain to people when I talk about why I spend money on knives, is, you know, knife guys aren't just knife guys, typically. They're EDC guys, and we want to carry the best products in our pocket, whether that's a almost $200 pen, $100 wallet, $100 flashlight, whatever it is. We want to carry the best there is. And I think when you put the ultra high-end production Hoback in your pocket, I think when you pull it out, people are going to understand why you spent that type of money on that knife, because this isn't something you're going to find in a plastic case inside of Walmart. And I think people understand that when they hold that, when there's no grit to when you close the knife. It is super smooth, and anybody can fire that knife out hard. I think it just resonates with people. And so guys, as always, I appreciate you watching. If you have any comments, if I left something out, feel free to comment me below. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video.